Getting you closer to the fan artist experience. This is Real Rock Nights, and I am proud to be joined, sort of, virtually, Joe and Grayson from the band Lightworker. You guys are ripping it up, man, and congratulations are in order because you got signed recently, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Thanks, man.
How did Joe? You're naked, man. You can't be on.
What I say?
So, how's it feel to be budding rock stars?
Oh God. Yeah, that's I that's not something that we consider ourselves at all. We just want to hang out.
Just yeah, go ahead, Grayson. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, honestly, it feels. I mean, it's kind of like getting signed and having the record out has been awesome, but just in terms of like, how does it feel right now? It feels a little strange because, given the times we're in, this kind of, no one's really done this before. This was not exactly the picture perfect like image that we were imagining, but no, I mean, it's like, of course, like nothing we can really do about that, but it's it's been cool. It's been fun, interesting experiencing it from the confines of our homes, but yeah.
So in that vein, what are touring plans looking like? Do you have any vision of what's going to happen as far as on your end of that?
No, not not so far, unfortunately. We're trying to figure out ways to, bring the rock to people. It won't be live for a while probably, but we'll figure it out. And when the time comes, we're going to be ready. That's for sure. And we're eager to get out there and hang out with people and play these songs. And but until then, I think we're pretty accessible in terms of like social media and whatnot. So we're always down to talk to people and interact that way too.
Oh, that's cool. Especially Real Rock Nights is all about the fan artist experience. So it's good to hear that like you're down to get with people and actually like talk to people about the music and discuss it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what we really want to do, and what we were honestly looking forward to doing when the record was going to come out. So yeah, like we're definitely all about trying to talk to people as much as we can right now. And then also, as Joe mentioned, like right when tours start happening again, like we're going to be on it, just jumping on it as much as we can so that we can, get out there and play these songs for people in person.
So how long have you guys been together? This iteration, is this the original lineup? You and Grace, Joe, you, Grayson, and Brad and Ryan. Man, I'm having a brain fart here. Now, are you guys all the original iteration, or has things kind of changed and moved around over the years?
Things have kind of changed around a bit. I started the band a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I started it a while back with a good buddy of ours named Nick. And then it's funny because I guess Ryan is technically an original member if you think about it. He kind of joined for a minute and then he was like, "Oh, I'm moving," and we're just like, "Oh, okay." So he never like performed with us, but he was in the band for a minute, slid out for a bit, and then came back recently. It hasn't even been a year yet, I don't think, right, Grayson?
And yeah, it'll be a year this next month.
Yeah, and then beyond that, Grayson's an original member, but he began on bass, actually, which is not even his main instrument.
Not even close.
Wow.
Yeah, and but we had some member changes, and now we're very happy with where we're at. And I guess as far as I'm concerned, this is kind of this lineup really works for us. We love everybody that's been involved and whatnot, but this is where we should be, where we need to be. So we're stoked.
What was that?
Oh, that was my dog.
Hi, dog.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your tune Cholera, because that's on our flagship station right now, and it is tied for number 5 on our playlist.
Oh wow!
You are tied with Eve to Adam at 45 spins per week,
Wow.
and we are pretty much all listener based as far as the ranking of our tunes on our playlist. So we go by social media. We have about 5 different social media sources that we pull from, and we kind of have a formula that we work out. And you guys are getting mad response on our socials for that tune.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you to everybody for requesting it. That is surreal. And yeah, thank you. I'm actually kind of at a loss for words here. How about you, Grayson?
Yeah, no, same thing. And thank you guys for spinning it. And thank you for everyone that's really enjoying the song and requesting it constantly. We really appreciate it, especially as, you know, a brand new band on their debut album signed to Solid State, like having a song on radio and having it that well received has been awesome. And we honestly couldn't ask for anything more. It's great.
When I heard that song, when it was first sent to me, I had to look you guys up right away, because I was like, who in the hell are these guys? Because you have a song like, say, Martyr, which is like pretty much straightforward, like hard rock metal. And then all of a sudden you have a song like Cholera that it almost takes you on a journey. If I could say that, because it seems like it almost seems like you're two sides of a coin. It almost seems like you can do one thing one way perfectly, and then go and do the exact opposite just as perfectly. It's like, how is that something you've always been able to do, or how did that come about?
Wow. Well, first of all, thanks, man. That we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was when we were doing this record. First of all, I'll let Joe talk about Cholera a little bit more, since that's kind of his brainchild, but that technically is the song that started the band. But basically, when we were writing this record and kind of talking about it a bit, we made a conscious decision not to try to just say, do you know what, we need to come out heavy and just be heavy, you know, because like there's a very, very big part of our individual musical DNAs that say, you know, stick very much in the realm of melodic and kind of, I don't know, just like not necessarily having to be heavy all the time. So we definitely didn't want to shy away from either parts. So that's why we kind of had songs like The Willing Martyr on the record and songs like Cholera, because both are very much a part of who we are. And we wanted to be able to kind of lay that foundation early on and just say, look, we like both and we enjoy doing both. So we're going to try our best to give you like the best of both of those worlds that we have to offer.
Yeah. And on top of that, I mean, I think we're very big fans of, like, between the four of us, we have such a wide palette of influences as well. My favorite band of all time is Jimmy Eat World. And, you know, they're, you know, pretty much a pop rock band. And, you know, but at the same time, you know, I love heavy stuff. You know, I dabble into some death metal and whatnot. And, but I also like, you know, singer-songwriter stuff. So I think with this record, we definitely wanted to display all of our influences, but obviously, like, trying to keep it still uniform, you know. And in terms of Cholera, yeah, Grayson's right. Like that song that was initially for my prior band, but it was, I guess it was kind of you know, when you're much younger and don't have money. You could only afford to record so many songs. We had 4 songs. We could only afford to record 3. So that was one that we, that was kind of, I was like, okay, I'll just record that, in the future. And then that band broke up. And that's when I went to my buddy Nick and asked him, I was like, hey, this is going to be like my solo thing. And now here we are. It's
kind of crazy how stuff works out like that.
Yeah.
how stuff just comes, and it's so organic in the way that things happen.
You should hear how like Grayson and I actually just ended up being in this band together. That's a whole other story, but like we can dive into that some other time. But like this whole band has, I mean, some could chalk it up to coincidence. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it's to me, it just feels more like fate, that's, it's kind of crazy how everything just kind of has molded, and you step back and, you're just kind of like, whoa, like, so,
that's kind of, actually, if I can interrupt you for a second, that's kind of poignant, being as, Bill and Ted Face the Music just came out, because you just did Ted.
Yeah.
But hey, I really want to thank you guys, really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, because without bands like you that are willing to do things like this for little guys like me couldn't play radio and do things for you guys. That's everything's give or take, and you're helping me just as much as I'm helping you. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. That's the reason why, we, took the time to write an email, and just like, even if it's just, this world, I feel like it's funny because given the current circumstances, we're kind of forced to slow down,
Yeah.
But, to slow down and say thank you, hey, I think that's worth it, and thank you again. And, this is something that, like I said, we just want to hang out. And if people want to, just do that and, have a conversation, talk some instruments, talk some music, let's do it. So.
Oh, hopefully I'll get to meet you in person. Instead, I know this is sort of person, but hang out with you guys. And because I know you'll be on the festival circuit, and I know our paths will cross. I noticed a lot of your stuff is online, but what platforms do you recommend listeners get your music from?
I mean, Spotify. I mean, it's difficult to say. Like, a lot of people are kind of, when it comes to streaming specifically, a lot of people are on different things. So like, for example, I'm on YouTube Music, Joe's on Apple Music, my girlfriend's on Spotify. Like, everyone kind of has their own flavor of what they prefer. But Spotify is definitely one of the big ones that a lot of people really, really pay attention to. So that's a really big one. But honestly, everything helps. Like, Apple Music helps, YouTube Music helps, Tidal and Deezer and all these other ones that honestly I've never seen before, but our music's up there.
New ones
Amazon
are popping
Music
up all the time, aren't they?
I know, it's insane.
It's like, man.
Yeah,
but you're basically on all the platforms though. So
yeah, pretty much all the platforms you can find us. I mean, if you're gonna ask Joe the best way to check out the band, like just like the music and the record, check out a couple songs, and if you like it, get the vinyl.
Yeah, we've got like, as far, a lot of us have time right now, and if you've got a record player, we've got some limited vinyl. We actually have a few copies left that are still autographed in our personal store. So if you like collecting, signed stuff, like, hey, go check that out. We also, Grayson and I actually wrote, this is exclusively for the vinyl, but we wrote a little short blurb about each song that's exclusive to the vinyl on the lyric sheet. And we just talk about like the origins of the song, or we talk a little bit about the lyrics and whatnot, and kind of give you like an inside look as to how the record was made and what the lyrics are about. And then all I wanted to say was also for Spotify, Apple Music, make sure you just click follow. That way you're just up to date with everything that we're doing, because we're always plotting, aren't we, Grayson?
Yeah. True. It's true.
So yeah, so I mean, that's a really good. And then we've also got our socials as well, Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, and our personals too. We're pretty interactive. Like if you say hey, we'll say hey, because aside from being in the band, Grayson and I particularly, we work in tech also as our day jobs. So we're always on the net. We're always, browsing stuff, and we love to chat with people.
Okay. All right. Awesome. We were talking about Martyr before. So what do you say we give the Real Rock listeners a little taste of the other side of Lightworker? Guys, thank you very much for coming to Real Rock Nights. I appreciate it. Real Rock Nights, getting closer to the fan artist experience. This is Martyr from Lightworker on Real Rock Nights.